What's up, everybody? I'm Alex Lahaz. This is the Queen of the Ring podcast. I've got a very special guest. You might know her. She looks gorgina today. She is the host for all of the post shows for AEW Collision and TNA on Fightful. It's Cresta Star.
I'm sorry for my New York people. Yurt.
That's me. Yurt.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you for having me, Queen of the Ring.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming on and looking ever so beautiful as always.
I blame the spirit of Sasha Colby. You gotta blame it on the edit.
You look just like her.
Please, I'll
at the
die.
End of that episode. Do you remember that episode when Anitra's like, geez, Sasha Colby's so hot?
Yeah, they're like, am I straight? The answer is, if you're attracted to me, no, you're not. It doesn't matter where you fall in the spectrum. If you're attracted to me, no, you're not. Sorry.
You like when you DM'd me, you were like, I'm running late because I'm doing my makeup. And I was like, okay, no problem. And I was like, no worries. Like, I need to cut my bangs so much. They're greasy, they're oily. I ran out of dry shampoo, right? And then I'm like, okay, I think I'll look pretty good. And then you come on and I'm like, well, fuck my life.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, I'm a try-hard.
Don't do that, darling.
Underneath this facade is a very sad ODB-looking man. Hey, Dirty, baby, I got you, bud. This is not what you guys came here for, but this is Cresta Star early in the morning, so I apologize. And yes, 12 in the afternoon is early for me.
It's Cresta Star in the morning.
Late.
That's okay. That's your theme song for your new
podcast. Sleepy time with Cresta showing up in a onesie and my makeup done like, hi everybody. It's sleepy time.
I love you. I swear to God. What was it? The first time we met was Grand Slam.
Yes.
AEW Grand Slam. And you sat next to me. And I was like, oh, sweet, it's Cresta. And like you just popped off and I was like, this is the funniest person in wrestling media. You can't tell me otherwise.
I love
this girl
wrestling.
Is so funny.
I'm like I don't care what people say. I'm such a fucking wrestling mark, borderline smart. And I'm not ashamed to say I love wrestling. So like when you go, like, because you get it, and I'm letting you guys a peek behind the little curtain. When you go sit in media, everyone's kind of like, yes, good shit, clip, clip, clip. And here I am yelling, fuck you, Jericho! You ain't one Bible! I'm such a fan at heart that I forget I have to be a professional. So here I am yelling Judas, and you're like, oh God, not this song again. And I'm like, Judas in my life.
Well, it's the bit, like, especially with me and Righteous Reg, where Jericho comes in and we're just like, not selling it, not singing it,
man.
not selling it. We're not doing it.
And they have to point to a mark, and that's me.
You did that next to me, and I was like, in a way, I was like, this girl's crazy, but I love it.
It's true.
I love it.
Listen, I'd rather be crazy than be like, wow, this bitch is weird.
No, but that's a thing. Like, I'll love to media people that I'm cool with, at least, but there is, I guess, a certain aura with media where it's like, you have to go to these shows, you gotta act professional, you can't be a mark.
I'm a fucking mark. I'm a fucking mark.
Yeah. It's like, no, if something's exciting, I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna start a chant.
That was literally me at Big Business. I was already upset that I came late and I missed Sasha. I'm sorry, Mercedes Monet. That was her. Can I say that joke? I'm gonna say that joke. That was her slave name. Sorry, Mercedes Monet. I missed her whole promo. So I'm over here yelling, and there's people like, oh, I'm taking pictures. I'm like, okay, cool, but like, y'all not chanting. This other guy deep in his phone, probably like, this girl behind me's fucking annoying. I'm like, shut up, Mark. That's probably your real name. Shut up.
No, but there is like a certain there's a certain aura of like, this is how you should act in wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like, well, wrestling is the silliest thing that you can ever get yourself into.
And it's so much fun.
And I'm going to have fun. Yeah, I'm going to have fun. Exactly. I love it. I love it so much.
I never understand it, but I guess it comes with the territory. You want to be professional, so you go, we're putting up, and I'm over here dressed like an anime protagonist. And don't worry, guys, I'm like this in real life. This is not a joke.
No, but like for real, you are. Because I'll like dip into your post shows when I'll put it on, like especially Collision, like I'll put it on in the background while I'm playing, I don't know, Stardew Valley or whatever.
Okay.
And like I'm like, this girl's hilarious. And then I met you and I was like, oh, this is the real deal.
This is not a joke. This is what happens when you let your kids don't be creative and they're youth, and then they get money in their 30s, 40s, 60s. No one knows how old I am. I'm 9,000.
I'm 9,000 years old, but I don't look it.
Mumra was like over 8,000 years old, and he was still messing with them Thundercats. I'm sorry, this is not what you came here for.
No, they came here for the banter. Like, what do you think this is? This isn't Fightful. Listen, I understand you're used to the Fightful scoops. Listen, I'm on this channel. I rate gears, and I don't know.
I love it.
Say how hot Minoru Suzuki is, and how I'm fucking simping for him. Okay, so
I simp quite regularly, all the time. Like my brand online is like super like. What was it? Woof, woof. Meet me in real life, I'll disintegrate. Don't do that. Don't do it to me in real. I'll disintegrate. That part is a facade. That's fake. That is fake. That is kayfabe.
I gotta bring this comment up because it's so true. This right here is the definition of New York. Tyrone, thank you so much.
It's true. It's true.
It's true. We're both in New York, and we need to like get together, go to a drag show.
Yes. Fun fact, me and RuPaul's Drag Race contestant Britta Filter used to work together, and that's like my good Judy.
I love Britta. Also,
we should go.
That season is unhinged.
Oh my God.
Every season is unhinged, but
Drag Race and wrestling, only shows I watch right now. I try to squeeze in other things, but Drag Race, every time I turn around, I'm watching Drag Race versus UK versus the World 3, 4, whatever it is, the new season right now, and I'm trying to watch AEW and WWE and Impact and go to work. When can I sleep?
What is sleep? What is sleep, really? That's the case. But I have been missing out on the new season of Drag Race. I need to watch it. But I know of Plain Jane and the fuckery that is Plain Jane.
As a fan, I'm enjoying. Everyone loves a good heel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, especially you men's, if you like a good heel, think Seth Rollins being a piece of crap. That's Plain Jane right now. It's great TV.
Oh,
Plain Jane is Seth Rollins being a piece of crap. Peak Seth Rollins when he used to take the belt being a piece of crap. That is, come on, Sasha Colby.
Like
that is Plain Jane.
Post Shield.
Yeah.
That is Plain Jane. Seth Rollins.
Or Seth Rollins going, yeah. That's wrestling and drag are the same shows, just on different ends of the rainbow.
Really is. It really is, though. Like wrestling and drag go hand in hand. Because think about it, right? Like with wrestling and drag, you have the pageantry of it all. Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to WrestleMania. They're going all out. They're going all out. Freaking, when she was Sasha Banks, she had a wig reveal for a heel turn.
Who does? Okay, but even if so, let's get to wrestling currently. Okada, everyone, Kazuchika Okada, Mr. Beyonce himself, had a Beyonce-inspired Renaissance coat that changed colors for Wrestle Kingdom. So, we're the same.
True.
We're the same girl. We're the same girl.
It's true. Also, now, Beyonce's new country album, that photo that she released, I'm sorry, but that's Cody Rhodes coded. That is American Nightmare coded right there.
Adrenaline in her hole. Take me home. Beyonce knows. Suplex City. Stop before you get DMCA.
Oh my God. Fuck it. Fuck it. Get my channel out of here. If this is the last video on my channel, fuck it.
Cresta Star, deleter of channels. Invite me if you don't like your channel. Honestly, as someone who used to live in Texas very briefly, I'm kind of living for this Beyonce album. Am I going to buy it? No, I'm not a Beyonce girly, so don't come for me. I'm Cardi B or Evanescence. That's it. That's all. There's no between.
Cardi B and Evanescence is a wild combination that I didn't think I was going to hear in 2024, but I'm here for it.
I'm either Amy Lee or Belcalis. There's no between.
See, I'm Paramore. Obviously, I'm wearing the shirt because it was.
But
just
that falls into the Evanescence category for me.
That does. That does. Do you think Paramore should play out Bailey at WrestleMania?
That would be iconic, but it depends on what song.
See, that's the thing. It does depend on what song, right? I think a lot of people are saying Misery Business, but that's because that's like the most popular song, but it doesn't fit the theme of it all.
I think if Bailey went anti-hero and they did Ignorance Live.
Oh my God.
Send me. Bailey.
Deceased.
Like if she just was like, screw you guys, screw everyone. I'm like Stone Cold anti-hero. It's not that I'm a bad guy. I just do bad things. Like I just stunned you because I could. I'm sorry. You didn't drink the beer fast enough. I stunned you because I could. I'm sorry. So I think not anti-hero. I'm sorry. Oh my God. What was the name? That's all. I was just Ignorance. Sorry. My brain just said,
yeah.
I think that'd be a great.
Ignorance would be good. She's got the new shirt, the tie-dye shirt out. It's called I Told You So.
Mm-hmm.
I Told You So, that song from After Laughter would be good. That's What You Get would be a good song, but that would only be good for like the crowd work of the song.
Yeah.
Like the sing-along portion of it, but I need to see Paramore playing Bailey out and then Poppy playing Io Sky out. That's what I need. I need that for the girlies. I need that for the girlies.
That'd have to be a very girly pop show. A very girly pop show. And honestly, in my hardest of hearts, I don't care what nobody says. Argue with your mama. Sexy Red and Cardi B introducing anyone in the women's division. I don't care who it is. I'm pop. I'm pop. I want to say Cardi B, Enough Is Enough would be perfect for Bianca Belair's heel theme. If you scared, then just say that.
That'd be a good one. They were trying to get Cardi B for WrestleMania, but they didn't. They need to start doing that. Like, they need to do it soon. They need to go back.
That's clownery. That's free. She likes it. That's free. That's so free.
Exactly. But if they ever, whether, I don't care who it is, whether it's AEW, WWE, New Japan Stardom, TNA, I don't care who it is. If anyone ever got Megan Thee Stallion, bury me. Because I'd be dead.
Who would Megan Thee Stallion be managing? Or can you imagine she wrestled? Sorry.
Well, Megan was hanging out with Mercedes at the Anime Awards. A little anime inspired entrance for All In.
My God. I could see her rapping his or CEO. Just bury me. I'm dead. I'm deceased. Tony Khan, I know you be hearing my cries, okay? Even though you canceled the meat match, I will forgive you this time if you bring in Megan Thee Stallion. Bro, you brought in, you paid money for Metallica, for Sting for one night. And I know Metallica ain't cheap. Metallica shut down Napster. I know they're not cheap. So you can get Megan. You can get Megan. Please, for me. If for no one else, for me, have Megan introduce who's the meatiest man on that roster. Keith Lee. Who?
That'd be great.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God. I would love that.
That would kind of be, that would eat.
Oh God. See, I love you. Just because my whole thing is that, like, with wrestling, it's pop culture, and like, I love comparing it to pop culture. It's the silliest thing in the world. Listen, we're watching for the past, 30 years, we watched a dead man shoot lightning bolts out of his fingertips, okay?
He got
But
me.
we want to, it's a sport, ESPN, blah, blah, blah. It's silly. It's
like
goofy.
when people argue, like really argue online. It's like you arguing about a dude pretending to be another dude over a fake beef, and these guys are going out having beers afterwards.
Or when an old man is complaining about something that happened a few years ago and a woman is better than him, Bill Goldberg, fuck you.
I didn't know
Let's
Bret Hart has entered the chat.
listen, let's get into the topic that everyone is dragging online. It's the thumbnail. Bill Goldberg shoots on Asuka. Or Ahsoka is what he called her.
Asukar.
That's
the wrong promotion, honey. Asukar is Rocky Romero. That's not Asuka. Okay, so
what is wrong with you? All right, so Goldberg, you know, he went on a podcast, Men with Podcasts, take the microphones away. He went on a podcast and talked about like his time in WWE, and he said a girl beat my undefeated streak, and he said that he can't remember the name. He said some Japanese girl, and it's like, when he said that, I was like, please shut the fuck up. Please shut up. And how she had a better streak, really. She had a better streak. She did. Everyone's up in arms. Everyone's now... I don't know. I think this is so stupid.
That's why I'm fixing my hair, because this is so stupid. This is stupid. I'm going to be real with you guys. Whenever I hear something like this, I'm like, old man shakes hand at sky for clouds passing by. It's wrestling. Time goes on, sweetie. Like, there is a proverb, and I'm making this up as I go, that says, if you're bitter, God takes something from you. And he's bald, so, you know, do it that.
I love that you said that with this makeup on and this hair. I mean...
Sorry.
I'm so cute.
I want to be sympathetic. I can understand how people are very protective of their gimmicks. But if your gimmick is an undefeated streak, we've had that with Jade, we've had that with Asuka.
But it's made up. It's a made up undefeated. Because let's think about it, right? Because with all these like Nitro versus Monday Night Raw, Attitude Era, Monday Night War, all those documentaries have said that they pretty much gaslit us to Goldberg's streak and that the numbers were made up. At least they
numbers don't lie.
Asuka's streak. It's what he was saying on that podcast is so coded in misogyny and racism, and it's also like, well, you're trying to stay relevant because why are you talking about this years later still? And she's done a better job than you. I don't know. It's just, I'm sorry, but he needs to take a few seats. I'm a person that like, I was not a WCW kid growing up. I was a WWE kid. My brother was a WCW kid. He loved Goldberg. I never understood the concept of Goldberg. I just didn't. He showed up during the Invasion era, did some bullshit, went away, came back, and really the best thing that he's ever done in wrestling was 2017 Survivor Series when he faced off against Brock Lesnar. But at that time, we were already sick of Brock Lesnar. So that's just like an easy
that was free. That was free.
If my grandma entered the ring 2017 Survivor Series and beat Brock Lesnar the way that Goldberg did, yeah, a lot of people would love my grandma as well. Okay?
Grandma ring. Grandma ring. I mean, someone is saying it in a chat, and whenever I think of Goldberg complaining, I'm like, well, you know, you did have that streak, which is better than a lot of people. But then I think of the match with William Regal. What happened there? Because at least Asuka was giving it up in the ring. At least I distinctly remember, and this is before I was really into wrestling, Asuka going toe-to-toe, 10 toes down with Shinsuke Nakamura. He beat the brakes off that poor woman. He ain't need to do that, but she beat him up too. It was not free. 90% of your matches, with all due respect.
You mean the match with Minoru Suzuki?
Was it Minoru? I thought it was Shinsuke.
Yeah. No, it was Asuka faced off in a match against Minoru Suzuki, and she told him, she was like, don't go easy on me. And he's like, do you know who you're asking like to grandpa, do that baby. To? And he like went in on her. And she took it because she asked for it, you know? But you are right. William Regal beat the shit out of Goldberg.
And it wasn't even like, I don't even think it was like a beat the shit out of you moment. It was more like I'm about to expose you.
Yeah.
You're getting
Yeah,
good.
actually.
I'm gonna take this pin, absolutely, because that's I'm a
Yeah.
professional.
Mhm.
But you getting crazy. You talking too much crap, and you can't even do a lariat. So relax, pump the brakes. You know, chill out. And I get it. I get it. I can't do what a wrestler does. So again, I'm talking from the cheap seats. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit up here and as a wrestler, like sit up here and act like I could do what Asuka does when my moveset was a spear jackknife. No shade. No shade.
He was also complaining about that. Like, everyone's using a spear now. It's like, well, it's a move. I don't know. Like, moves like that, like, simple. Like, nobody's like, Shawn Michaels isn't complaining that everybody's using a super kick.
Like,
and at that, Shawn Michaels in NXT is reusing his material, his storylines, and passing it on to the younger generation to make them shine a little bit more. And Goldberg, I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't know. I don't
if you
get
are
it.
that mad about a move, do what AJ Styles did. Make a move so complicated that if you have someone else, you're like, oh, that's the Styles Clash. I'm not doing that. So, you know. or make your one move so devastating. There's a lot of big boots, but there's one big boot that I will test. Big boot, I would never get paid to take. You could not pay me because that was a big boot from hell, quite literally.
Test had the best big boot ever. Maybe I think in the business he had the best one. That's the thing, right? Is that like everyone's gonna use everyone's movesets. Listen, if we're talking about stealing movesets, everyone's stealing from the Joshi girls. You know what I mean?
But like, ain't nobody doing the Styles Clash like that. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Michelle McCool.
Okay, but that's
Michelle
McCool. And to be fair, Michelle McCool is like 9'9", so these little girls can take it. Just look back. Make sure you look back. Don't look for you. Make sure you look back. But AJ Styles was giving it to guys who are like 9'9". Like, I don't care. I may be 5'7", but.
That's the thing, like Goldberg's complaining like, oh, now people are taking the spear. No, people were already doing the spear around the time that you were. What are you talking about?
I feel like Undertaker had a spear. What are you talking about?
Undertaker had a spear. I mean, Edge had the spear.
Triple H had the spear.
Rhino, I believe.
Okay, that's a gore because Rhino turned you inside out. That was not a spear. Your guts were coming out your butt or your mouth. Rhino, that was different. That was definitely a gore. Even now in TNA, damn, why you hit people like that? Who
Listen,
had a spear?
All I'm saying is, Bret Hart, move over. I'm joining the I Hate Bill Goldberg club.
I'm surprised he hasn't joined the chat already. I said, here.
I know. But he was also saying, like, Goldberg's like, I don't understand why he's still got beef. Like, I've apologized to him several years. It's like, well, you suck. That's one. Two, you suck so much that you ended one of the best wrestlers in the. As a Shawn Michaels fan, I understand people are gonna be like, "What? You said that?" But yes, no, Bret Hart, best wrestler in the world, hands down, period. Right? And you ended his career. Of course, listen. If I was somebody like Bret Hart and you ended my career, it's on site every single day until you're 6 feet under.
I've read many a comic book, many a book, seen many a wrestling story where it's like. It could be peace times. When I see you and I saw you first, I'm sorry. Put the dukes up. Like, if you ended my career, there are some people who are like, yeah, accidents happen. Bret Hart is not that person. So you cannot be mad at that. He's not that guy. I would be upset too. If somebody out of nowhere just said, Cresta Star, now you cease and desist. Now, whenever I see you, okay?
Listen, whenever I see you, I'm like the Mrs. Dad, just like at WrestleMania 35.
I'm trying to shut down old Space Mountain. Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Oh my God. But like, I don't know. I don't understand the it's not that I don't understand the concept. I do, because he's so irrelevant that he needs to say anything just to stay in.
Dragon.
Am I right though? When was the last time that everyone was talking about Goldberg, especially on wrestling Twitter? When was the last time everyone was talking about Goldberg to a point that Bret Hart wasn't bringing him up? You know what I mean?
It's the way you said that. I mean, okay.
Clock it.
I mean, see, facts are facts, America. Come on now. I just feel like he has such a career that whether you hate him or love him, it could speak for itself. You speaking on Asuka in the sense of, well, her streak is just like, no, everyone's streak is unique to them. Yours may or may not have been inflated. Undertaker's was, oh crap, he hasn't lost. Asuka's was meticulously thought out. You know, everyone is different. You cannot be mad about it sour grapes later. Just what? Because it does make you, to quote Iron Sheik, R.I.P., it does make you look like a big jabroni. Why are you mad about it? Like, you should be cheering on other wrestlers and say, you know what? Do what Ali is doing. Look at me. I started the streak. Now everyone's that's what you maybe cheer. I don't know. It's a strange concept to me to be a hater for real over something that is made up.
It sounds like he's more mad about Triple H. Like, he's like, oh, Triple H didn't like me. Okay, so shit on him. What are you scared about? You scared you're not going to get that WrestleMania Royal Rumble invite back? Oh, is that what you're scared of? Like, why are you talking about Asuka? Shut up. She's doing so much better than you. She is so much better.
But if Asuka said something back, then she's petty. If Asuka said, I'll beat you up, she's petty.
But I love how everyone's going to Asuka's defense. Like, even Sean Waltman tweeted out a photo of him, Razor, and Asuka. And then there's that famous Razor Scott Hall tweet that said, he said, you're so much better than Bill Goldberg. Which, I mean, he's not wrong.
I just keep thinking about how, what's his name? Oh, my God. I can't think of his name. The guy with the feet who don't wear no shoes, who wrestles. Bro, man, was always shooting on
Matt Riddle.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name in that moment.
Wait, let's backtrack. You said the foot guy with no shoes.
The man with the feet with no shoes, the bro guy
that shoots on somebody.
I know he always used to shoot
who's
on Goldberg.
With the feet? See, you said who's that guy with the feet, and I was like, oh, Virgil.
Oh, I was gonna think you were saying Speedball. There's a lot of guys with feet.
We went two different ways. You said professional wrestler that's like on the top of the game right now, currently, and I said somebody with a foot fetish.
Feet.
Feet.
Someone's gonna SoundCloud clip that, and they're gonna just haunt you now. Like, hey, remember when you said this? Feet.
Listen. People haunt me all the time. Listen, I've had enough. Stop haunting me. All right, I exist on the internet. I've had it officially. But like, my thing is that look, Asuka is a international, global star. Goldberg is not. I'm sorry to say, he's just not.
At a time, but not anymore.
Yes, and I sincerely speak from a standpoint where I was never a Goldberg fan. I was never a WCW fan. I was never invested in the hype of it all. So I have a much different perspective than a lot of other people. I know that people are probably going to bring up Asuka's streak and be like, well, when she went to the main roster, that's not the point. The point is this guy sucks.
I mean, I don't necessarily think that everyone, there's only one person in professional wrestling that I don't really care for. And no, I'm not telling you guys, buy my book when it comes out in 40 years. Thank you very much. I just think that, I don't know. It's always odd to me to see someone who had to go through adversity themselves, not being respected as a professional wrestler coming from NFL. Now later on in life, pooping on someone who's having a hard time in their own right getting respected here in the American market, not by the fans, but sometimes by the booking. The booking is very disrespectful to Asuka, especially on the main roster. To me, it never made sense to be up on a pedestal and look like, wow, that person sucks. Stop it, because then people are going to start looking at you. And when people start looking at you, now you're mad. Now you want to bring up William Regal. Now you want to bring up Bret Hart. Now you want to bring up the fact that it was jobless. That's what you're not going to like that. So, maybe sometimes, again, I feel like your streak precedes you. And it's okay. It happens. It's wrestling, People come, people go. And if you're really lucky, you will be eternal. And Goldberg, for better or for worse, you will be. So knock it off.
Will he?
I mean, yeah. Just like, listen, as someone who used to be a Hulk Hogan stan, who's now Queen fuck the Hulk Hogan, yeah, you're going to be one of those people that when we talk about wrestling, you're going to be brought up at some point in some capacity, for better or for worse. So knock it off. Leave Asuka alone.
Listen, I have always been taught that I've always been taught that you should know, if you're ever going to get into a fight, you should know who has the potential to beat your ass, right? Because then you don't mess with them. If they mess with you and they're petty, but you know that they could kick your ass, you stop talking shit, right?
Or you make that choice.
You make that choice or whatever, right? Bill Goldberg made the choice to talk shit about a wrestler that can out wrestle him. Circles around that man. I don't know. I just feel like you should talk shit about somebody who's, one, well respected, two, someone, again, that could just can't even do half of the movesets that Asuka does. I'm sorry. He just can't. And I don't know. Maybe somebody will clip this podcast and I'll go viral again and I'll get death threats. I don't know. But
that's
like
death threats, come to the Bronx. That's always my answer. Death threats, come to the Bronx, please.
But it's like, it's one of those where it's like, oh man, you are just talking out of your ass and everyone is going to drag you. Everyone's going to agree with Bret Hart. And when you make your returns, is anyone really going to care if you make your returns or not? I don't know. I don't know. I come from a very different mindset than a lot of other people when it comes to the old timers.
I mean, I
just do.
I don't care in the sense of like the old timers and what they think. I know people like, you should. And it's like, I don't even care what the old timers think when it comes to my politicians. Why would I care what the old timers think in a made up sport? You know what I mean? So it's like, I like wrestling enough to say that you were great for a time. And again, to look down at someone doing something completely different. That's like when people say, all these wrestlers do is flippy doos. Well, I like flippy doos. Shut the hell up, okay? You can't do a flippy do. I dare you. I double dog dare you to go to the top rope and do a 450 frog splash. What are you going to do? You're going to land on your head. You're going to land on your noggin. Knock it off. There's no need. There's no need. It is different wrestlers, different strokes for different folks. So you getting on your man with podcast with thing to complain about, especially a woman, is kind of like, wah, wah. Nothing else going on? No matches? To quote Seahawk, no bitches?
No bitches?
No bitches.
No bitches? Oh, man. Wise Belladonna, thank you so much for the bits cheering. Guys, if you want to chime in on the conversation on Twitch, you can throw in some bits. We'll pull it up on the screen. On YouTube, that's super chats as well. Also, thanks so much for watching, guys. We got a lot of people in here. Thank you so much over on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter. Thank you. Wise says, Bill Goldberg needs to sit down and shut the fuck up. You put anyone in the situation Goldberg was put in and they'll do fine. They'll do well. Fucking Ryback did a better job than Goldberg.
All right. Okay. All right. I wasn't watching wrestling during the Ryback time. However, I do feel like that's false. All right. I kind of feel like that's false.
I thankfully was not watching wrestling around the time of Ryback. Thankfully.
I see Ryback as a meme. I wasn't here for it. There's a lot of things that I wasn't here for. So Ryback to me is a wrestling meme. He's one of those people who are like,
yeah.
Ryback said something.
And I'll bring this up with Jason. They say you don't care about Sting. I do care about Sting. I do care about the old timers. But when they I just feel like you can have criticism, but when you're unprovokedly talking shit about someone that's doing a better job than when you were during your time, I don't know. Sometimes you just need to sit down and eat your chicken.
I did a song on TikTok and people started roasting me, except the professional wrestlers, which I found curious, that says, if you can't do what a wrestler does, maybe shut the fuck up. And in this case, if you are a wrestler, and I will never critique the wrestling in that sense unless it's like absolute dog, like wah wah. But at the same time, it's like you're critiquing Asuka, and can you do an Asuka lock, Goldberg? And that's just a submission.
No, not even that. Can you actually be in a ring with Minoru Suzuki the way that Asuka was?
Then I want to see you get your nipples chopped off, because you know this was gonna happen. You almost got Taker, bro. Like what? Like
Barely.
what are you gonna do, brother? Not to bring up the Hulk story, like, but what are you gonna do if you really against across the ring from someone like who don't care right now? Who dead? Like an Eddie Kingston. Because Eddie Kingston don't know wrestlers work. He gonna beat you up for real. So what you gonna do, brother? A Samoa Joe who's just gonna sidestep your spear. Now you're pissed?
Please. See, I see people in the chat saying, yeah, but Bret Hart does takes on modern wrestling. I mean, that too. And Bret Hart definitely has his neck on Seth Rollins, or his foot on Seth Rollins' neck. I'll say that.
That's true.
Sometimes.
That's true.
But like, do you see the difference between someone like Bret the Hitman Hart critiquing modern wrestling and Bill Goldberg critiquing modern wrestling? Or do
I think
we
it's
need
like Danielson years later on critiquing modern wrestling. You can do that.
Right. Like, listen. Bryan Danielson, if he goes on a podcast and critiques the modern wrestling that's happening with, like, I don't know.
Let's say 10 years
wrestling
from now.
Nick Wayne.
Yeah.
Nick Wayne or whatever, right? Sure. Nick Wayne's like in his 30s. Bryan Danielson is retired. He does some takes on wrestling. He says like, oh, when, I don't know, my WrestleMania moment was better, or blah, 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 this and that. He has beef. Sure. Why not? I'll listen to him. 40, 30 years later. Are you doing the same thing with someone like Austin Theory?
Drag him. Get him.
There's differences, babes. There's differences. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You can agree and disagree with the people that are, you know, it's wild to me. Again, like for me, right? Like we're saying, I don't know how to do flippy shit. I don't know how to jump into a ring. I don't even know how to do that. Dude, one time I ring announced and I didn't know how to like really get into the ring, so I rolled under. I rolled underneath. But it was cool because everyone was like, ooh, it was almost like an Orange Cassidy thing. But like I rolled underneath, okay? I'm not gonna really critique like, oh, this move was so bad. I don't know. I don't know how to tuck my chin. I don't know what to do. I can't even do a roll. You gonna listen to me? You gonna listen to me critique Monday Night Raw?
Come on.
Oh no, Chad Gable doesn't know how to do a suplex. You gonna listen to me? I could barely run a mile. You're gonna listen to me?
I'm running for the stairs, running for the train. The fuck? I think that's a good point. It's about listening to who can critique. Some things you have to see as entertainment, because Booker T literally just did that recently and had to walk back his statement. So I just did it for entertainment, y'all. I didn't really get into an altercation with one CM Punker. If you're listening to my channel, it's for entertainment. So it's one of those things where it's like, are you going to listen to Cresta Star, who's like, I like wrestling. However, this jackknife was stupid as hell and I could have did it better. What have you done a jackknife, Cresta Star? Yo, run up the stairs, Cresta Star. That being said, you know, wrestle Minoru Suzuki, Goldberg, you know, man, you beat up William Regal, you know, and maybe I might be like, you know, have a barn burner that's 30 minutes, and I'd be with it. But until then, I'm not taking you seriously, and then you can't be mad at people not taking you seriously.
I guess I have to know like the full on context of why he brought up Asuka, but it seemed like he was talking about his time in WWE and then how people are taking spears and then how people like Asuka like took the concept of him of having a better streak, in which she did. I feel like Asuka, in my opinion, Asuka's the greatest NXT champion of all time because of that streak. I know a lot of people felt like the streak was forced. Is it forced? I mean, in something that's predetermined and written,
every streak is forced by that case.
Exactly. Jade Cargill's streak was forced. Although, if he brought up Jade Cargill's streak, that's a whole different conversation, and everybody would go ham on that. Because the difference is that, like, I feel like the difference, people are just going to, like, defend Asuka. Sure. I feel like Asuka's one of those, there's a lot of, like, rare wrestlers during this time where Asuka's one of them where it's like everyone respects her. You'll find some people that don't like her, sure, and that's okay. But like overall, the general consensus is like protect Asuka at all costs, right?
Yeah.
I think the same is with Jade Cargill as well. But you got a lot of dumb fucks talking shit about Jade Cargill, about like her time. Like people are saying, like, why isn't Jade Cargill having a WrestleMania match? It's like she just got there.
She hasn't even had a regular match. And when it comes to certain wrestlers, I cannot even be mad at them. I'm mad at the booking. If they booked themselves, I'm sure they would not be in this position.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I think Jade would have absolutely wrestled by now and absolutely would be building to a WrestleMania program. But we've seen her once at the Rumble. And I think that is not her fault. Just like, and I don't care if y'all don't like me for this. I don't blame Charlotte Flair. Is that her fault or is that the booking fault? Is she going to be like, hey, no, I don't want a big paycheck from WrestleMania. Don't book me. Come on now. Be for fucking real. Like, some of it is the booking. Is it Goldberg's fault? Partially. Is it the booking fault? Also partially. We've never seen him had a good match. So as we could say that, oh, well, Goldberg had this match. You know what matches we do remember? William Regal making you look stupid.
Yeah.
You retiring Bret Hart against his will. You dropping Undertaker. Those matches we remember. And that sucks. Is that your fault? Could be. Because William Regal kind of made it look like you couldn't wrestle. You know what I mean? Is it the booking's fault for not making you wrestle? Could be.
Exactly. No lies detected there. No lies detected there. Wise Belladonna, thank you so much for another 100 bits.
Hey.
Cheers. You got 2 bits coming in. Hold on. Billy Gunn did a better jackhammer and Rhino did a better spear than Goldberg. Goldberg's 2 moves and he wasn't even the best at that shit. That's
Man, drag him. Drag
him. And then Wise again, they said, last of my bits, so I'll just say this. Rest in piss, Bozo. Goldberg, just shut up and ride off into the sunset gracefully. Period.
Man. I mean, low key, that's how I feel about some of these wrestlers. Like, bro, I remember you a certain way. If you just, maybe it'd be fine. Hulk Hogan's the same way because he didn't even really apologize for being racist. He was like, I'm mad you guys recorded me being racist. That's messed up. Watch what you say when you're being recorded. I'm so disappointed.
But I agree with you where it's like, there's certain things where it's like, overall, this concept is bad. And wrestling is an ensemble, right? In the ring, it's an ensemble. It's not just you. It's you, your opponent, whoever's coming in to do a run-in during the match, the referee as well, right? It's an ensemble. In terms of booking a storyline, booking a match, again, it's an ensemble. It's the production, it's the booking, it's whoever's making the decisions, so on and so forth. When there's like a booking decision in terms of, oh, well, they're giving Britt Baker and Charlotte Flair all of the titles. Okay, well, they're not booking the show. So I don't think they're really the ones to blame. And we know that wrestlers do vouch for other wrestlers of like, hey, maybe this person should take the title, right? Sure. I don't think that's the blame of the wrestler. But if someone's, again, ruining another person's career, almost paralyzing another person, again, I don't do the flippy floppies, but all signs point to one individual that should be blamed. Bill Goldberg. I hate you.
I don't know you to hate you, Bill Goldberg. I think there's still hope for you. I just think, maybe, shut up.
Maybe, shut the fuck up.
Listen, I talk about wrestling again, and you guys don't have to listen to me. And Bill Goldberg, absolutely, you don't have. Yes, even if you even see this, but you know what? I don't see the point in reaching down to shit on someone. I don't see the point. I don't see the point. Talk about what you like.
But not that, like shitting on someone that. Again, why are you bringing up her name? I
don't get it.
It's WrestleMania season. You got to get your licks in, I guess. Maybe hate's a little too strong of a word. Bill Goldberg, I don't hate you. I just think you should go away.
There is a song that says, "Hate is a strong word, but I really, really, really don't like it."
That's me. That's me with him. I just love the response of it all, too. I love the response. And how do you not know her name? Like, you talking some Japanese girl. Blah, 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 blah. It's also not that hard to say her name.
I don't
Not
know.
that
I
hard to
feel
say her
like
name.
if you see it and you've never heard it, you might say Asuka. I get it. But her name is out there everywhere. You know enough about her streak, but you've never heard her name pronounced? Shenanigans. I'm calling the police. Post haste.
Shenanigans.
If you let them shenan once, they'll
Shenanigans.
shenan again.
Shenanigans. Shenananan. They're gonna shenananan. Will, thank you so much for this super chat. He made it like Triple H tested him, so he booked Asuka's streak just to break his nuts. Nobody wasn't thinking about it.
Damn. He said, anybody coming here for you, Otis?
I don't know. It seems like your beef is more with Triple H, so why don't you buck up and talk more shit about him than somebody making the decision of having a better streak than you? Also, like, are you gonna be the only person in professional wrestling to have a streak?
It should be me. It should have been me.
It should have been me.
Only me. Only fans, only me. I don't know. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. I feel like, is this the best use of your time? Is this the best use of your time?
Go get booked. Like, what are you doing? Go get booked somewhere. Also, I'm sure he's like a millionaire or whatever. He's fine just going on a podcast. It's also not his podcast. It wasn't even his podcast. What is going on?
No one knows. That's why we watch wrestling. I don't know.
This is silly. It's all silly, but you know what? Bret Hart is right all along.
Who knew?
He's always right. He is always correct. Correctamundo. He's always right. Nobody fucks with Asuka, okay?
Yeah, Asuka's super one of those protected. I almost called her a champion. I play too many video games. She's one of those protected wrestlers that who's somebody else who I'm like, yo, not too much. For me personally, is Zelina Vega. I don't care who you are. Zelina Vega could slap the Pope, and I'd be like, maybe he deserved it. Yeah, not too much, okay? And by proxy, not too much on Malachi Black, because if Zelina Vega is my favorite, he's my favorite. So, watch him out.
Well, did you see that Malachi Black, I think he said he wants to be a part of Bloodsport. He also wants to see Chad Gable be a part of Bloodsport. We're getting Shayna Baszler versus Masha Slamovich at Bloodsport. That's wild to see Josh Barnett and Triple H working together and having some WWE talent come through. I think it's great because Triple H has always loved the indies, right? So I think for them to finally like work with them, and especially for a show like Bloodsport, for individuals like that, like Shayna's born to do Bloodsport, and I'm glad that it wasn't against like Marina Shafir. No offense to her, but like I wanted to see someone different face Shayna Baszler, and that for it to be Masha Slamovich, I am so excited to watch that, but I'm also so bummed that at the same time in Philadelphia, it's the Stardom show at 4 p.m. and I cannot go. I got to go to the Stardom show.
You have to make a choice, and the choice is not an easy one. I am excited for that. I will say that it makes sense to have, if you're going to take people from MMA and have them do professional wrestling, it would make sense to have them do like an MMA sort of professional wrestling, like a blood sport. Whoever said, can we get Cresta Star at Bloodsport? The answer is no. Y'all know I respect that kind of wrestling, but I'm squeamish. I'll vomit first. Nope. Oh no. Bloodsport. I don't even want to go to a GCW show. GCW looks cool until people bring out the staplers, and it's like, you know what? Thank you. I've had a lovely time. I'm gonna go home and eat my chicken. I don't even like it when Sami Callihan be wrestling sometimes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, no.
Oh my God. I saw Sami Callihan wrestle like last month in Queens, and he was like spitting all over the place. I'm like, post-COVID? Hello?
We're not even blowing out birthday candles anymore. What are you doing?
What are you doing? But no. I mean, Bloodsport, yeah, that's a perfect that's a perfect show for someone like Shayna to wrestle in. I would love to go, but I want to see Stardom a little bit more, so I'll be doing that. But yeah, I would love to see more. Like, I don't know who else would be a good fit from WWE. Like Chad Gable would be cool. Gunther would be insane if they got him to do Bloodsport.
Oh boy, who beat Gunther in NXT UK, who's in NXT now, who's oh my god.
Ilya Dragunov.
Yes, I want to say the boy with the red eyes.
That's another good one.
He would be
That's
amazing for that. Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else like on the main roster would be. Yo, DM Hunk, since he's on his hateration shit, I would like to see Drew McIntyre in a different. I think he'd be cute. What is Karrion Kross doing?
Karrion Kross would be another good one. Karrion Kross would be. I wanna low key see Dominic Mysterio in a Bloodsport.
I haven't even seen the Dominic Mysterio Gunther match, and everyone's like, "Yo, you really want to see someone's nipples get slapped off? Watch that match." Honestly, Dominic Mysterio is eating that, and I will say this, and again, y'all have to take my word for it, but Dominic Mysterio is literally showing you can turn boos into cheers. At least they're reacting to you, bro. There's so many people, I don't want to get booed. Dominic Mysterio just took it on the chin. And this is after he got choked out by Rhea Ripley for months. So, turn lemons into lemonade. I mean, AJ Francis is trying to do the same thing in TNA, but they on that man's neck. They're not letting him get anything. He starts to speak like, boo, shut up. Like, damn.
Dominic Mysterio is an example of not a great Nepo baby, but he's passing by with like just the reaction. Like he's okay in terms of
he's getting better
skills. Like he's getting better for sure.
Rey Mysterio. He's not Eddie Guerrero.
No, he's not any of their two dads. But he is in terms of the crowd that he's associated with, like I think him matching up with Judgment Day is the best for his career. But I love that overall, I think his gimmick is just a little shit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
like he is a little shit. I'm not saying like he's a little shit. I'm saying he's a little shit. He's a little Nepo baby weasel that is now simping over Rhea Ripley, and he is the sub to her dom.
Can I say a hot take?
Go ahead.
This is like remember when Eddie Guerrero was trying to pursue China?
Yes.
This is like if Eddie Guerrero was chicken shit JBL. And that's what I associate. Like if Dominic Mysterio won any sort of championship, you mean to tell me he wouldn't get counted out? You mean to tell me even though winner by disqualification, Karrion Kross, but still you're intercontinental, you mean to tell me Dominic Mysterio wouldn't do that?
Yeah, he would. He absolutely would.
He'd be Eddie Guerrero a la JBL, and I kind of live. You literally got to get him into a cage match, and by then the Judgment Day is under the ring. I live. Eat it. Because I see him getting better. I agree with you on, like, out of all the Nepo babies we've seen, there's one Nepo baby who I feel like just leave her alone, and that's Charlotte. Because Charlotte, I think, puts in the work, and y'all just don't like her because she's Charlotte Flair. That's just me. I'm not a fan, not that crazy of a fan, but she's not. I've seen worse, and I think he's making it work for what he's got. And one day we'll see the for real, and we'll see it. I think it's there. He just got to get the chicken shit out, you know?
Yeah. He's improved since day one, you know? Day one, it was like, oh, you're Rey Mysterio's son, you know? Yeah. But now it's like,
fuck you, Dominic.
You're Dominic Mysterio, you know? Like, you have a name now, which is good.
Now you have a name.
You have a name now. It's true. Like, you have a name now. I would love to do, like, a ranking video of wrestling Nepo babies. Because there's a lot. Eddie Guerrero's a Nepo baby.
Yeah, because Rey Mysterio's a Nepo baby. Because he was Rey Mysterio Jr. before Rey Mysterio Sr. passed on to the next life, to the breaker in the sky. So, there's a lot of Nepo babies.
The bloodline are all Nepo babies, including The Rock. Nepo baby madness.
Nepo babies everywhere. I mean, not for nothing. If your family only knows woodchucking, are you gonna be a woodchucker? Probably. So if your family
Probably.
only knows graps, you're probably gonna be a grappler. And if you're real
Listen.
lucky, you'll be a good grappler.
Yes, exactly. If you're really lucky, you'll be a good grappler. Listen, if your family are wood chippers, are you going to become one? Probably. Do you want to be? Probably not. Is there money in it? Hell motherfucking yeah. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. Some Nepo babies in wrestling are great. Some Nepo babies in wrestling, expand past their parents' accomplishments, right? Like Cody
Cody.
Rhodes.
I was getting ready to say, because the chat's like, don't say Cody's a Nepo. I mean, he is. He is. So is Dustin. You can be mad about it. You may not have liked what we had said, but you cannot say we weren't telling the truth. He's
Natty's a Nepo baby.
And she's one of the last members of the Heart Dungeon, and you can't even say anyone from the Heart Dungeon is a Nepo baby because they beat your ass. They beat you.
Bret Hart's a Nepo baby.
Stu Hart was beating those kids' ass like Joe Jackson did to Jacksons. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If you came from the Heart Dungeon, you are tough. That's just point blank, period. Point blank, period. You are a different type of tough. I forgot
like
one
the
interview.
Jacksons?
Bro, I forgot what interview they were doing. Stu Hart's wife was like, I heard when those young people would go down there, they'd be screaming, and as long as they were screaming, I know they were fine. And once the screams start, then I get worried and go downstairs. What?
Yeah.
What? You're a different type of tough if you trained in the Heart Dungeon. You're different. That's different because that wasn't like you'll get the flips and tricks. That was get it. That was Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson made a star out of all of them kids. You may not have liked what I had said.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, I don't know. I think Nepo babies like maybe has a negative definition to the word, but I don't know. Some Nepo babies are like, oh my God, get out of here. Mm-hmm. And then there's others that are doing fairly better than their parents. Randy Orton is another one. Randy Orton is another one. Bray Wyatt is another one. Can't say the same for Bo Dallas, but Bray Wyatt is another one.
Poor Bo Dallas. I feel in Bo Dallas's case, you were in the shadow of your big brother and your dad, and your big brother was doing it big. That's a tough spot to be in.
To be fair, that's very middle child energy, though. That's
okay. Don't attack me like this, please.
I'm the youngest, so I guess I could.
I'm the middle. I'm a tag.
Listen, that's very middle child coded, but I still believe. I'll say
I don't hate it.
I still believe.
You know who else had it that bad? Ashley Simpson.
doing what is it? Hold down, doing the hold
down. I mean, her sister was mega famous, and then you forgot your words on SNL. Yikes! That's deep lore for you kids who were born in 2003.
Oh my God! There's some wrestling kid fans that probably don't know about that.
Oh my God. Ashley Simpson was super famous.
Ashley Simpson. Y'all.
I did. It's still your boyfriend.
I was gonna bring that up too.
I mean, looking like Sasha Colby, maybe I did.
Who do you think is the Ashley Simpson of professional wrestling?
Bo Dallas. I didn't have to think. I'm so sorry. Okay. Who is somebody who is literally in someone's shadow? No matter what you do, you'll always be garbage.
There's somebody.
It's Bo Dallas. It's got to be Bo Dallas. If not Bo Dallas, Darby Allin was living in the shadow of Sting for a hot minute. Like
Darby Allin is the Ashley Simpson. That could be it. That could be it.
Best friends, Orange Cassidy.
What's his best friends? Orange Cassidy, maybe. But what's Kurt Hennig's son?
Oh no! So I just said Axel in the thing. No, that's not. Is that Kurt Hennig's son? Who's Axel?
I think so.
Because they were part of the B team together. It was
Curtis Axel.
Bobby Fish. That's not true. That's not true. That's not. Where's the lie?
Where's the lie? You let us know where the lie is. Curtis Axel. Well, Curtis Axel was like living in the shadows of I
professional
guess the
wrestling.
B team. Well, yeah, that too.
Isn't
But
he a backstage producer now?
I think he is. But he was in that one when he did the like God, what was it with Damian Sandow? You remember that? When they were doing like the Mega Powers
That might
gimmick?
have been before my wrestling time. I'm so sorry.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm about
I
to
started
introduce
watching
you to some
wrestling in
shit then.
2018. I'm so sorry, y'all.
I am going to introduce you to a
Is that like Miz
time.
Dow, where he was doing the stunt double for the Miz or
It
whatever?
kind of was. It kind of was. They had like Axelmania. They kind of like did a whole Hogan Macho Man power mega powers thing. I'll send you clips
I'm
of it. Yeah,
ready.
2015 era of the WWE was they were throwing anything at the wall. They were throwing anything at the wall.
Was
But
that around the same time, or am I misremembering? Because I've definitely seen a clip, or someone was telling me that they had, I think, during Tanaka's like last couple of years in WWE, where they had him doing like the Japanese voiceover, and it was so bad because he'd be saying something in Japanese, and then the English would be like so out of sync, and he was doing like some mystery man shit. Or am I confusing that with somebody else?
I don't remember that. I'm sure the chat will let us
Yeah, I'm
know.
like, wrestling fans like to correct people. I could be confusing TNA, Kazuchika Okada, and Tanaka. I could be, but also wasn't watching wrestling. I stopped watching wrestling when John Cena said ruthless aggression because I had to go to work. And I started watching again when Becky Lynch was like, I've been tapping girls out for weeks. And I was like, yes, redhead girl is right. She has been tapping girls out for weeks. So I missed a lot. I missed the
Oh
yes
my
movement. I missed
god.
the voice of the voiceless. So my apologies. I missed Ryback. So my
Listen,
apologies.
I missed the summer of CM Punk. All that hype, I missed all of that because your girl was too busy going to theater school.
Come on, now I had to go to work. I had to get a job. I was out here doing video game stuff. Wrestling was cool, but I had to get a job.
We're out here hustling, getting jobs, going to theater schools. Meanwhile, Damian Sandow and Curtis Axel are doing some fuckery on Monday Night Raw.
I mean,
Listen, we're out of that era now, so thank God we
are
have moved
we?
past. I mean, listen, we're out of the era of we only have WWE to watch.
Yes. I will say,
So that's good.
coming back to wrestling and only watching WWE for it was like a year or two before AEW, I was like, yo, this is cool, but at the same time, this is all y'all be watching because I would have slapped somebody. How Brock Lesnar Employee of the Month and he never here? That's crazy. That's crazy. I was so sick of Brock
Employee of the
Lesnar.
month.
Bro, at the time, so like, I think, what's his name? Roman was getting covered in dog food with Baron Corbin. Brock Lesnar.
That's the thing. That was pre-pandemic.
Yes, bro.
It wasn't that long ago.
It feels like forever ago, and the past is where it needs to be behind me because I was so sick of Brock Lesnar at some point, especially Money in the Bank, where he came out and Ali had his hands on the briefcase. I swore at my TV that night because I'm like, there's no reason why. There's no reason why this man is champion the way Bret Hart feels about Goldberg as the way I felt about Brock Lesnar at that time because I was sick of him. At first, it was cool until it's like, yo, how does he keep winning? He never here. He never here. That don't make sense.
But that's why everyone loved when Goldberg took him out at 2017 Survivor Series, and that is why Goldberg only has that one moment in professional wrestling, and that's it. The end. Circling back. Circling
It's
back.
the circle of life.
Exactly. It's the circle of professional wrestling.
It's like that exact moment is from what I've been told. Now, again, I wasn't watching wrestling at this time, but there was a time when John Cena was under everyone's fucking skin. They're like, we hate John Cena. All he does is win. We'll take anyone. We don't care, even if it's Michael Cole. And it was the Miz. And people were like, okay, we were kidding. We didn't mean anybody. We did not mean anyone. We did not mean anyone. So maybe that's the same sort of situation. So you came up. You just happened to be Goldberg. You know what? You came up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. A lot of people did a lot of heavy lifting around that time when he was there. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people did some heavy lifting, but, again, You only had that one moment, sir. Leave Asuka alone. Leave her
Leave her alone.
alone.
Leave her alone or settle it like a man in the ring.
Exactly.
And then it's gonna be, I don't fight ladies. Can you get for the lady?
She would fucking dog walk
She would beat you up.
Goldberg. She would dog walk on Goldberg. And then she would tag in Minoru Suzuki, and then the main event has actually begun. And he will get his nipples chopped off. He will get
Honestly,
his nipples chopped off. But you know what would make professional wrestling even better?
whoa.
If we brought in more drag queens. A halftime show with Sasha Colby. I don't think anybody would be ready for that.
Honestly, we have to keep the drag queens who are in the ecosystem. We got to get them working. So it has to be hosted by Pollo Del Mar.
Yes.
And we get people like Sasha
Yes.
Colby in there. And Marcel Visage is also a huge WWE fan. And Cameron Michaels was China for her Snatch Game.
That's
so,
true.
you know, drag queen, can you imagine? But it'd be a different kind of show. Because it'd be like, girl, now Austin Theory cannot wrestle. Girl, you can't say that. Yes, I can. But that ass, girl. But that gear is terrible. That gear is terrible, Your Honor. Terrible. You know who has good gear? One Jonathan Gargano. Johnny Gargano's gear is good. But I don't want to hear him talk. I don't want to hear him talk. I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care. I don't want to hear him talk. I can do this all. If you want to talk about rating gear, you know who doesn't miss? Oh, Scarlett Bordeaux does not miss. Does not miss. Not at all.
Never miss. She never misses in WWE. She never missed when she was in TNA. Never, ever.
And if we circling back around, Zelina Vega don't never miss. If she don't never miss. She don't never miss. She don't never miss. The only time she misses is when she taking her shoes off, because you know she about to get in that ring.
break out the chancleta.
That's truly, I'm surprised WWE didn't come out with a line of chanclas when she was throwing the shoe. That was a missed opportunity. I would have bought it too.
I would have bought it. Listen, baby, if you would have put a Puerto Rican flag on that shit, I would have gifted it to all my family that Christmas.
Y'all sold them
Lily
dolls, but you couldn't sell some bedazzled Zelina Vega chanclas?
The Lily dolls? It's crazy. I've got beef with the Lily dolls. You're telling me that ugly ass voodoo doll? This has nothing to do with Alexa Bliss. So if y'all want to bring up Alexa Bliss, keep it outside, because I'm not talking about Alexa Bliss right now.
Doll.
I'm talking about the ugly ass doll and whoever decided to market it in WWE shop. And at that doll was like the best selling thing in the shop. Granted, the shop don't have much to really sell. All right, when you've got like MS Paint inspired shirts, you know what I mean?
True.
Charging $40 for a doll.
Again, there are so many missed opportunities, and I feel this way across the board with a lot of wrestling companies. You'll make these boring ass shirts, and look at how me and Queen of the Ring are dressed. Do you think if you made some really cunty ass stuff, we wouldn't buy it? Knock it off. That was a missed opportunity. I would have purchased several Zelina Vega chanclas, even if they sold them in singles, just for one for throw and one for.
Yep, I would have bought it. I would have hung it up on my wall. I would have hung it up in the background somewhere.
This is the one. So when people in your chat are like doing too much, like, don't make me get the chancla because you'll get banned. Like,
bring up the chancleta. It's really my Crocs.
Shout outs to you if you've never been hit or beat with a chancleta. Your childhood was fine.
You have no idea. Listen.
There's someone watching like, what's a chancleta?
No, people are like, oh my God, they got beat as kids. Oh my God. That could never happen today. No, you're damn right. That could never happen today. Listen, if I one time, oh my God, very, very, I'm sidetracking right now.
I'm with it.
I was downtown. I was like I was in the Upper East Side. I was on like 86 and Lex, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to Sephora because I was like, that was before I went to the Royal Rumble. So I was doing my little like makeup shopping, right? And I see this kid and a parent, and listen, I'm not a parent. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to do any of that. I'm
I'm here
not
to
I'm not
judge.
for it. However, the kid is on the ground, on the street, not like inside of a building, on the ground, on the street, face down on the ground, not willing to like get up. Exactly the same face I made. And the parent is just like sit like just kind of bent over next to the kid and was like, "We have to get up, sweetie. We have to get up. We have to get up." The way my mom, and listen, people have bad days. I understand parenting, like especially if you're a single parent or you're borderline single parent and your partner's not really helping you out, you're having a rough day, completely understand. But at some point, you got to yank your kid off the ground, the dirty ass New York City ground, put them back in the stroller and listen. You want to have your temper tantrum? You can have it as we're rolling by back to the penthouse. I was like, ain't no way. The way my mom would yank me from my hair off that ground, slap my ass, beat me, and not beat me, but like give me a little pow pow, and then send my ass on home. It's crazy. I don't know. That was such a sidetrack because I just thought about that, and that like blew my mind. The way I called my mom and was like, "You won't believe what I just saw." My
The
mom,
way I call
my
my
mom
mom.
was like, the way she went off. The way she went off.
I feel
My mom
bad
was
for
like,
people
I would
like
have.
that.
No, I feel bad too, but my mom would have turned into Stu Hart real quick.
Girl, listen, I feel bad. I too am not a parent. So when I tell you, trust me when I tell you, when I see shit like that, that's birth control for me. Oh, because hell no, ain't no way. There's no
Yup.
way on God's green earth. That sounds like you're going to come 9 months and then I got to push you out of my hoo-ha so my vajayjay becomes a clapper trap and then you're going to throw yourself on the ground? No way.
Exactly.
My mom would have picked me up by the seat of my pants, would have carried me on the train like a purse. And when I got home, it would have been House of Horrors. I would have got my ass beat. You're not going to
Oh
embarrass
my
me in the
god.
street. Oh my God. Throwing on it. I was a little bratty kid, so I will not lie. But not throwing myself on the ground. I was also one of those kids like, ew, dirty on the ground.
And there's like bird poop on the ground too. There's like, and there's people like I understand. There's some situations where you got to give parents some grace and everything, but like, I don't know. You got to put that kid in a heart dungeon or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's a whole new era, gentle parenting. And don't get me wrong, there are some parents who just be like, listen, this you don't have to go one-on-one with the great one. This is a 3-year-old. Relax. Like you're doing too much. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let my 3-year-old that just sounds like hell on earth. I will be barren. You know, as someone who's 9,000 years old, my ovaries are dust anyway. So yeah, you know, yikes.
Facts. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want anybody to clip this and be like, they're parent shaming. No, I'm not parent
Oh,
shaming.
I parent shame.
Like,
I
it's a thing.
parent shame.
Like, but like on an airplane, right? When you're on an airplane and it's that one like crying baby on a 6-hour flight and it's like the single mom, like I don't really have a problem with that because
I
I have
can't be
noise
mad
canceling
at you
headphones.
because I'm
I
sure
have,
you ain't want to deal
yeah.
with that either.
But I will say I was on a train. I was going upstate. So I was on an Amtrak train, right? And there was this couple, married couple. They had 2 kids. And my train was like a 4 3-hour train ride. No problem. I was like, fine. I forgot my noise canceling headphones.
Oof.
All good. It was rough, but it was all good, right? So I'm sitting there and this like clearly the mother is overwhelmed with taking care of 2 kids, mind you 2.5, because she's also taking care of the husband, and the husband's sitting there on his phone. He's trying to take a nap. The kids are yelling this and that. They're running back and forth on the aisles. It's to the point where like the train people, the staff are telling them like your kids have to kind of calm down. Like they're yelling up a storm. They're like shoving the phone in their face. The volume's all the way up on the phone. Like and
This
it
is birth
wasn't that it
control.
was like,
Everything you're saying is just like, ugh.
yes. Oh, of course. Of course. It's all birth control. But you know what the thing about it is that the dad wasn't doing jack fucking shit. And the dad of that couple kept nagging to the wife like, oh, can't you just like control them? Can't you do anything? Can you get your fucking ass up and help your wife? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are
Oof.
you doing? Sitting on this train, you ain't got nothing to do for the next fucking 3 hours. What, you need to catch up on your cat nap? What is going
Drag
on?
him.
Like that,
Drag him.
like
That's
that was
crazy.
wild to me. At that point, that's when like I was kind of making faces and I really wanted to say something. Like, I really wanted to be like, yo, you are such a sick, sad excuse for a fucking human being.
Like,
Not
help her,
only a
bro.
human
Like,
being, but
what
a
the
man
fuck?
as
These are
well.
your kids. Like,
Exactly. And everybody was staring at them. And it's one thing of like, oh, it's the crying baby on the plane. Everyone's kind of looking or whatever. Like, it's like, oh, sure, why not? No, everyone had the same thought of, fuck this dude. This dude is the biggest asshole in the world. And that wife should fucking leave him. Not even
but
take
then
the
she's
kids.
gonna be
Leave
super
the kids
stuck.
at him. Leave the kids to him. Just escape. Just escape.
Run away. Become
Run
a professional
away.
wrestler and suplex him.
Exactly. Run away. Go to the heart dungeon. You'll be fine.
And you can deal with all of those children.
Or actually throw the dad to the heart dungeon and see. Oh my god, I could imagine that dad and Natty in the new dungeon, just put him in all the twists and everything. Go
Because
Natalia.
I've been seeing clips of Natty training with like Gabby Tuft and other people. Natty is the new Stu Hart. Like, I think,
True.
get to work, stretch faster, hit these ropes. Honestly, I would be here for a Natty, Serena Deeb, Deanna Purrazzo 3-way submission match. I'd be here for it. I'd be here for it. That
Oh
match,
my
you want
God.
to Dean Malenko is somewhere crying like, this match so good.
Actually, you know what? Going back to who should be in Bloodsport, Natalia.
I would like to see her do something because
I'd like to see her too.
not someone ringing my doorbell. I'm not expecting.
I heard that. I heard that too, and I thought it was my doorbell because that sounded the same. I was like, I know we both live in New York, but is that mine or is that yours?
Are you downstairs? Are you?
Yeah, this is an AI right now.
Oh, listen. Speaking of which, some guy on Twitter was like, I wonder if all these girls Sean Ross Sapp has working at Fightful are just AI burner accounts, and then quoted some girl. So like, oh snap, I'm an AI, y'all. I know I did the NPC thing on wrestling one time on wrestling TikTok, and now I'm like, boop boop beep boop, Jabroni, boop boop beep boop.
Oh my God. Yeah, are you guys just all AIs? Is that what
As
it
it
is?
turns out, I'm actually Sean Ross Sapp in a wig. You guys don't know.
That'd be crazy.
Howdy, y'all. No, that just sound like Denise pretending to be Sean. Howdy, y'all. I'm Sean Ross Sapp.
To get your blue chew, here's the Fightful code. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't even hear Sean's voice. I just hear Denise pretending to be Sean.
Subscribe to Fightful Select.
It's the best $5 in business.
Is that your Sean impression?
My Sean impression is just me hearing Denise impersonating Sean. I can't hear.
Okay,
I don't even hear Sean's voice. I just see Denise with that Sean mask on. When she did that for, I think it was Halloween, where she was Sean Ross Sapp.
Yeah,
That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing.
So what's it like to be an AI for Fightful?
Head empty, no thoughts.
Oh.
Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
You heard it here, guys. I have the new scoops now. I am the new scoop. Paywall Jesus.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Not paywall Jesus.
Paywall Jesus.
I mean, I'm not the scoops person, so I don't know. People tune in because you want to hear
either.
jokes. I'm not the scoops person. I go on Fightful because they let me. That's literally I'm there because they let me be there. They pay me and they pay on time, so I'm not mad at that. So I've worked for places where you do a lot of work and they do not pay on time. Someone's at my door.
Someone's coming through the door. Is that the AI Sean Ross Sapp coming through the door?
Actually, guys, I have to go.
All right.
It's actually Sean Ross Sapp right now. You know what he did when Kevin Nash was in my house and not Jermaine Dupri, Jesus Christ, Renee Dupree. That's what it was. It's okay. It's just my little brother. I thought Sean was coming to get his money. I'm sorry. It's always a gag when your doorbell rings in New York City and you're not expecting it. You're like,
honestly, yes, though. Yes. You're like, who the fuck is that?
In the 90s, we would just go to the door. Hello, who is it?
Oh my
now
God.
we're like, you expected a package? That must not be for me.
The way I was a kid and I would just swing the door open when anybody knocked, and my mom literally pulled me. She was like, "You fucking got to stop that."
Someone could kidnap you. Shit. Now I'm just like, yo, you ordered Grubhub? You ordered... I've seen enough movies where you open the door and next thing you know, got the 4-4. Not me.
I mean, I don't open the door. That's the thing. Like Grubhub packages, leave it at the door. Leave the bag on the door handle. Walk away, get out of the building, and then I'll open the door and get it.
Now I want my food right away. I don't trust you. I'm serious when it comes to... I'm a fat ass. I'm serious when it comes to my food. So you can hand me packages, leave downstairs. I'll sue. My food, I need that now. I'm hungry.
Oh my God.
This episode is probably... Oh. Honestly, you should see my desk.
You should see mine.
We
literally have a bowl of oatmeal in here.
Snack graveyard over here, an old cup of tea. It is snack graveyard over here. I try to clean my poor...
God.
This is how serious it is. This is a sweet and sour sauce that you got.
That's crazy with the green screen, though.
Just you see my house. You never know.
Never know. Listen, if I had eggs this morning, there would be a sriracha bottle right at my desk. You never know.
You never know when the hunger's gonna strike.
Especially when you're streaming. You're a Twitch streamer, you know.
Am I a Twitch? I be on Twitch.
Listen. They call me wrestling media, and I'm like, am I?
I'll take it. What do I get for free? Who's trying to sponsor me? Benny Hanna's, call me, bro.
Benny Hanna? Oh my God.
I love Benny Hanna's. It's an unnatural addiction.
Listen. I will open my mouth very wide for that squirt bottle, okay, of soju or whatever it is. Sake. I don't care. I'm a slut for that.
Sake slut.
When they break out that squeeze bottle, I'm already like, ah.
That's me at the bar, and they're like, "Who wants free shots, ma'am? Get off the bar! I don't got any money. I'm thirsty." So if y'all see me at Mania, you know I don't have tickets to Mania, so I'll fight you in the parking lot for your tickets. But also, if you see me at a bar, know that I'm thirsty.
Listen, if you see me at a wrestling show, you break out a squirt bottle. I'm not apologizing for my behavior.
I'll be like, Alex, what is this behavior?
They squirt it into my mouth. It's like blue milk from Star Wars. I'm like, what's this?
The mommy milky is delicious.
Mommy milkers, thank you. Mommy milkers.
Come to find out, Rhea Ripley's only 5'8". I'm 5'7", and I'm still like, mommy up. Uppies, mommy.
Uppies, mommy. Uppies.
Please.
Uppies.
I feel that way about quite a male wrestler. Wow, I can't speak. But I don't want to say it too loud. Next time somebody slides in my DMs and I disintegrate. But just know if you over
about somebody,
like okay. Who? No, I'm just saying. Like if I feel that way about one Joseph Hendry. But if he ever slid in my DMs, I'd block him because I'd be scared.
Everyone just asks me for milk.
No one asks me for shit. But then again, also don't check my DMs.
Listen,
If I don't know you, it probably goes to the shadow realm, and I never check those.
My DMs are closed because of that. My DMs are closed. When I posted that, I did the Wolfpack Sting cosplay. My boobs are not even out like that. Like there's like a cut and that's it. There's been plenty of other photos where my boobs are boop out here. I am surprised that post reached like 2K likes. I did get a few emails. I'm going to call some thirsty people out. I got a few emails asking me if I had an OnlyFans. And I'm like, what is going on? If y'all would crumble to the ground. Y'all would crumble to the ground if I ever posted an actual like thirst trap like photo. Yeah, exactly. There was another time I was streaming and I like posted my like, oh, going live stream, right? And I'm wearing a tank top. That's it. Just wearing a tank top. And I got so many likes on that. Again, I had DMs on Instagram asking me if I had OnlyFans or if I was selling feet pics.
Let me tell you something. I have found that this works best for me, and I will give this to you, girl to girl. So this is for you. Everybody's got a price. $1 billion man. Would I sell nudes? Yes. But that sounds like a consultation fee. And my consultation fee starts at $444.44. This means I'll listen to your dumbass idea about me taking a nude if I have an OnlyFans, if I'm married. Yeah, that'll guarantee you up to 4 seconds to 4 minutes and 44 seconds, depending on how annoying you are, of me listening to you. This will guarantee A, that you're not wasting my time or yours, and B, that I'm getting paid for you wasting my time with your dumbass question. Now, if you're like Cresta Star, I'll give you $4 million, and I'll take care of the taxes, and you don't have to worry about anything. You know, you might get an ankle pick. I am not above it. I'm not above it. But OnlyFans, microtransaction, my pussy, come on now. That sounds like a consultation fee. So listen, I got a price. I just want to know if you're gonna say it.
Exactly.
And that $444. You set your own price.
Everyone has a price, and mine starts at whatever I owe for my student loans.
I can't stand you. 10 grand at least, and that's just the consultation fee. And if we want to get into the principle of the matter,
listen, 10 grand might get you a nipple. It might even get you a lip. I'm not gonna even say which one.
They gonna open up the thing. It's gonna be you.
It's just me like this. Why is it red? Don't worry about it.
No, listen. It's an experience.
Why do you have blue lips?
It's an experience. Why are you asking so many questions? You didn't specify. See, this is why we have the consultation fee, so you can specify. And you don't have to ask if you can send the consultation fee. Just send it. Just send it.
I'm gonna bill Goldberg, actually.
You should bill Goldberg for pain and suffering.
I should. The pain and suffering that you have caused me for the last 2 minutes. 2 hours. I'm done. Here's my my invoice.
Here's my invoice to be paid upon receipt. 1 billion Goldberg.
It's actually my apartment rent for like a year.
And my student loans.
And my student loans. That's how much you owed me.
That's how much you. Sorry.
He's gonna pay me.
You're a millionaire. What's that to you?
Yeah. Make me a millionaire. If you want some hole, make me a millionaire.
If you want some hole, that needs to be on a t-shirt. If you want
hole, make me a millionaire.
And she'll go to your house and dig up a hole.
And listen, no PayPal, no Venmo. You Zelle that shit. All right, no fees.
If you're gonna Venmo and Cash App, you better include the fees in that. So my 444 will now be 457. Yes, I've calculated the fees.
Yeah, but Venmo's taking those fees, and PayPal.
That got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? You gotta pay the piper, man.
That's true.
I want my 444. If you send 444 and PayPal takes out a certain amount, I didn't get my 444. Now you got to send the exact amount. I am bad at math. So if I get 437, that counts as 0. So I need 444 again. So, you know.
Bill Goldberg could never.
He can't even grow a hair.
He can never show hole for student loan money.
I mean, type in chat if you would pay to see Bill Goldberg's OnlyFans.
John Cena has an OnlyFans.
John Cena
has an OnlyFans. Maybe Goldberg will redeem himself if he makes an OnlyFans.
I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit.
I would do it for content. I would sign up for it for content. I would do it.
Hello,
if
everybody.
That video is promised at least 10K views. I'll do it for 10K views.
I can see it. Welcome to Queen of the Ring. This is gonna be a little bit different. We know we normally rate people's gear, but at this time we're rating people's not gear. We've got Bill Goldberg on the docket today.
We're rating Bill Goldberg's hole. Let's go see it. What's up, everybody? Make sure to subscribe, like the video. Let's go deep down this hole.
Deep down this hole so bad, all you'll see is feet. This is where we get the cease and desist. This is this is the part of the show where the cease and desist. They're gonna play this clip and go over to be like, "This you?"
I hope this is the clip that someone puts on Twitter. You know how like sometimes viewers are like, "Oh, thanks for the stream," like Fightful or Wrestle Talk or whatever, right? I hope this is the clip that somebody's like, "Thanks for the stream, Queen of the Ring. I love the podcast," and it's us talking about Bill Goldberg's hole.
I saw this in chat, so I got it. Goldberg.
Homeboy concussed himself slamming his head into the wall. He pulled a mic situation from Jersey Shore. He did that. He'll show hole.
I'm so sorry. That's not funny. But self-induced injuries, there's 3 of them in professional wrestling. Goldberg concussing himself, Vince McMahon breaking both his legs, and Shane McMahon breaking both his legs later on in life. That's not funny. But Goldberg.
Whose hole is next?
Who's next? Who's hole?
I love
your new pay-per-view, Goldberg.
I love that the all of the wrestling podcasts today and this weekend are gonna be like, "Oh, Asuka's streak, this and that, the analytics of Asuka compared to the analytics of Goldberg." And this is the podcast where you'll get us talking about how maybe Goldberg should sign an OnlyFans so he could shut up and stay relevant again.
I mean, it's good PR. You could be a trillionaire. It's good. You already know. I personally won't be signing up for it. But I'm sure there's a bunch of men who's going to be like, "I want to see Bill Goldberg, how he shine his head real shiny. I want to see that." Or someone's like, "I'm curious." All it takes is curiosity, because a million people being curious at $1 is $1 million.
If Stone Cold Steve Austin had an OnlyFans back in the day, baby, I would sign.
If Stone Cold Steve Austin had an OnlyFans now, okay, for 1 month. I'd be curious. I'm just curious.
Now?
I want to see.
He's got Poncho the cat in the background.
I just want to see what the old rattlesnake look like. I'm curious. I'm too curious, Your Honor.
Cresta. You want to see if that snake rattles still?
It could be molting.
Sign up for OnlyFans.
Sign up to Stone Cold Steve Austin's OnlyFans. Ain't nothing cold about this, Steve. I mean, honestly, don't OnlyFans like have ghostwriters now? So it's like, it's not even like you sign up for Stone Cold Steve Austin's OnlyFans and you're talking to little Billy from Midwest who's like, "Oh, probably. Yeah, the snake is so hot for you." Like,
probably. That's right. Everybody bringing it up. HBK technically had an OnlyFans with his Playgirl era.
I mean, he had a whole song talking about
sells.
The girls love him. They think he's cute. They know he's sexy. He's got the looks that drives the girls wild.
That drives the pussies wild.
The way he walks. The way he talks.
You know what? Back in the day, he was driving the pussies wild.
That's true. HBK back in the day, if you were attracted to him, it didn't matter where you fell on the spectrum. You were gay. Sorry. I don't make the rules.
Come on now.
There were grown men hitting the grown men. I'm
that
just
mullet?
a sexy
How could you
boy.
deny it? Sexy boy.
I'm not your boy toy.
See, this is the legacies. Stone Cold Steve Austin, HBK, Goldberg. Come on, he
You
can't
better
even
start that
compare.
OnlyFans, Goldberg. You better spit
Can't
some
even
pussy.
compare. Can't even compare.
I'm getting fired from Fightful today. Today is the day.
Well, if you get fired, you always got a time slot here. Fridays, 12 p.m. Eastern. Why not become my co-host?
Let's do it. I can see Sean be like, Cresta, this you? This was you today?
Why not?
This you?
We'll do the show at 1 instead of 12, so you have more time to do your makeup. Why
And
not?
I'll
Let's
still
do
be
it.
late. I'll still be late. Fuck me. Not this person say throwing this out there for fun. What about Kurt Angle? Ain't nobody want to see that.
I mean, technically, he's got the mommy milker gimmick down pat, though. Chugging those milks.
I have nothing of importance to add to this conversation besides nobody want to see that.
I mean, when you look like a scrotum, should you have an OnlyFans?
Some people are into that. I'm sure if James Ellsworth made an OnlyFans, someone would say, maybe an OnlyFan, but someone
James
would.
Ellsworth?
I said, what? Someone would. I would not.
Girl,
I don't
no.
think you would, but someone
No.
would.
No, that's sad. Well, somebody is still booking him, so I guess so. Maybe. Kinda.
Ugh.
Man, I will never forget James Ellsworth. I think he was hitting on me, New Orleans, WrestleMania 33. And, like, I was just not having it. But he remembered me because at the time I had blue hair, so it was, like, kind of hard to forget about me, I guess.
Yeah.
And I met him at, like, spring break. And then I saw him the next day at WrestleCon because I was just walking around. And he was like, "Oh, you're the blue hair girl from last night, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, all right, see you later, bye. I left. I would never.
I'm not that popular yet. I haven't been hit on by a wrestler, so I'm waiting. That's when I know I've really made it. That's when I know I've really made it. When some wrestlers like, "Hey, Crest," I'm like, ah, delete, block.
There's some you don't want them to hit on you. I'll say that.
I am a girl from the
By
Bronx.
wrestlers, but whatever.
I'm a girl from the Bronx, so to me, the worst is gonna happen is I'm gonna be like, "Yo, dead ass, don't ever talk to me like that for real. Don't ever do that for me." You see the way my camera's like, I cannot conceive. It's the same thing. I'm like, come on, camera.
When they do that, you start disappearing. You're like that gif of the dude that's like, and he disappears.
Yeah. very that. Like, and maybe it's just me. And again, this is not a don't do it. This is not a do it. So. But I've never been hit on by a wrestler, so I'm cool. I'm also going with the fact that, yo, this bitch is crazy. So because this bitch is crazy, I don't want none. She might be real crazy, you know? So let's keep that mystique. Plus also say I'm 9,000 years old. So like, are you 21 or are you really 9,000? Because black don't crack. You could really be 9,000, so. Just being honest.
It's true. It's true.
Somebody said
Honesty
Asian don't raisin, and I died.
Oh my god.
Listen, because we were talking about what's his name from Marvel? Simu Liu. I think I said his name right. The guy who was in oh my god.
Simu?
Yes. Him.
Yeah. From
Barbie. Fine man. That's a fine man. And someone's like, he's like almost 40, 50. I was like, that's my age range.
Oh?
That's a fine man.
I still haven't seen that Marvel movie. I need to. I know that.
I haven't seen that Marvel movie either. I know he was in one.
Seen it. Yeah. I know that he was in one. Did you watch X-Men 97 yet? No, I actually have not watched it yet. I'm waiting for like a day to like sit down, not have any other distractions, and watch it. And it's tomorrow, but it is also great because it's Saturday morning cartoons.
I seen it in 97. I don't need to watch it again. Why? So people can miss the point that X-Men is an allegory for racism?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I saw. Okay, wait. Hold on. That hair flip did things. That was a moment.
You wanna blame it on the edit? It's the spirit of Sasha Colby has come through me today. If you don't know who Sasha Colby is, Google her, please.
Who do you think? Okay, if you guys don't know who Sasha Colby is, Google her. But let's wrap it up with this question: who is the Sasha Colby of professional wrestling? Because Sasha Colby, if you guys don't know, Sasha Colby is billed as your drag queen's favorite drag queen. So your wrestler's favorite wrestler. Your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler.
Who would be the Sasha Colby of wrestling? Your favorite wrestler, favorites wrestler.
I'll say this right off the bat. And this show, Bret Hart is Sasha Colby.
You know,
think about it. Think about it. FTR still referencing him, still like dressing up as him, marking out. CM Punk still. So many people on the Bret Hart bandwagon still. I don't know. I'd say Bret Hart is the Sasha Colby. Bill Goldberg could never.
Bill Goldberg's pork chop.
I was just gonna say that.
Bill Goldberg's pork chop, baby. You know what? I don't disagree because Bret Hart, even though Bret Hart has his own accolades in his own right, he is, if not Bret Hart, I was gonna say Amazing Red, because everybody and their mama. Even though I feel Amazing Red never got their shine the way that they should have on a grand scale, everybody and their mama does things that Amazing Red does. You know of Amazing Red. If you've ever wrestled, you know who Amazing Red is. Shit, Bret Hart knows who Amazing Red is. You know what I mean? The only other person I was going to say, come on, camera, let me be great. I was only going to say in modern times, Effie. Because I think that a lot of people appreciate and love what Effie does. But Effie is somebody who I think right now, the wrestling mainstream isn't ready for someone like an Effie. Effie is fantastic. He is amazing. His ring work, his gear, his comedy, his series, everything about Effie, even the way he sees wrestling is amazing. But mainstream media is not ready for an Effie right now because you're not going to want to see a blood sport and a man in a Speedo and some fucking fishnets. He's gonna give you.
Keeps it as real as Sasha does too.
Exactly. I agree with the Bret Hart. I would say Amazing Red would be my choice.
That's a Effie, really good answer. Effie's a good answer too.
I would say Amazing Red only because, again, Bret Hart is his own star in his own right. And until Sasha Colby was on Drag Race, unless you knew drag and you knew drag queens, you did not know who Sasha Colby was. But everyone in the industry know who Sasha Colby is. And Amazing Red, and I put them in that same thing. I think I would love to see Amazing Red as a world champion of every promotion, but that's not the case.
Yeah. Damn. I love that answer. Amazing Red is a really good, deep cut answer. Bret Hart, I'm glad you agree with. I could definitely see Effie as well, but Amazing Red is a really good answer for that.
Yeah, Bret Hart would be Sasha Colby after Drag Race. Amazing Red would be Sasha Colby before Drag Race.
Yeah. Damn. Wow, come back next week for more Drag Race comparisons. This is what I love. I love comparing wrestling to pop culture stuff. I think that is fantastic. And then RuPaul is
Vince McMahon. You can be mad about it. Exploiting the youth of an industry that you got popular in. And now these people for a very long time live and die by the sword for the creation that you created, that you benefited off of. Sure, RuPaul ain't shitting in nobody's hair. Sure.
No, but he's flacking.
Not the fracking.
Not the fracking. Peppermint and Bob.
But I'm saying, all these young people in an industry that you benefited from, maybe unified it to make it where people can make more money, and now people live and die by your sword. You're a drag queen? Great. Are you on RuPaul's Drag Race? Nope. Get the fuck out of here. You're a wrestler? Did you go through WWE? I don't like you in this new promotion, or you never really made it till you went to the Fed.
Period.
Making young men dress up in drags? They're the same person.
Oh, I I love it. This podcast usually goes for an hour. You were like, how long are we going to do? I was like, just an hour. We're almost at 2 hours.
Okay, y'all, we gotta go. Bye.
All right, see you later. No. Cresta, this was so much fun. I knew I was going to have a blast with you today, and I'm so glad that we got to do this. We finally, have we worked together before this?
This is the first time.
I love it. The first of many more, hopefully, because I want to do this with you all the time. This is a lot of fun.
And once I get my podcast actually up and running, and since you're a New York native, you can come to my little studio. It'd be really cute.
Maybe not, because I just messed up my mic. Sorry. I just like punched my mic. Come to my studio, yeah. Oh my God. Cresta, this was a blast. Thank you for letting me drag Goldberg for 2 hours.
Did we drag Goldberg for 2 hours, or did Goldberg drag himself by saying that Asuka's streak couldn't hold a candle to his, and William Regal exposed him in the middle of his streak? Mind you, you won that match. I'm just saying.
Maybe it's just the friends we made along the way as we were dragging Bill Goldberg. That's possibly what it was.
Goldberg dragged Goldberg.
Yes. That's what it is. Goldberg dragged Goldberg. And
Goldberg.
Goldberg. All right. Cresta, where can the people find you? Where can they see your beautiful face?
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find me tweeting all types of shenanigans on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Cresta the Star, like Megan the Stallion. Elon Muskrat and WWE India got Cresta Star, so you know that account doesn't exist anymore. On there, you can find my link tree. Everywhere else is Cresta Star. Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Christian Mingle, Farmers Meet. Everywhere you can find Cresta Star. Thursdays and Saturdays, I am over on Fightful. I cover TNA with Joe Pearl. And on Saturdays, myself, Iridian, and Ricocchino go over all things Collision. I will be at Mania. Again, I'll be parking lot pimping. If you want to fight, we could fight, but I wouldn't. I have a cattle prod on me. I'm ready for Goldberg at all times. So, yeah, there's a link tree in my bio. I do a lot. Alex, I know I normally hand it off, like, where can people find you? But they know where to find you because they're here. But tell the people who don't know, where can they find Queen of the Ring?
You could find me. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can follow me on Twitch every Thursday. We watch Lucha Underground. Fridays, we do this at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. YouTube.com/Queen of the Ring Wrestling. You can subscribe to the channel there. I have 2 videos out ranking Mercedes Moné gear and the Young Bucks gear. Plenty more of that coming up. WrestleMania is coming up, so there's definitely more content coming to the YouTube channel. So subscribe there. You can find me at _Queen of the Ring on Instagram, and you can find me at Queen of the Ring with 2 G's over on Twitter. It's inconsistent because people took my names.
Ridiculous.
That's okay. It's ridiculous. You would think I would be the only Queen of the Ring, but I'm not.
Disgusting.
It's okay. It's disgusting.
Must have been one of you. When I say that meme, in my head, rent free, anytime someone says disgusting, I say, what are you?
Disgusting. God, that video is so good. All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, guys. Do all the things. Click on us. Support us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the super chats and the bits as well. We'll see you guys very soon next week. Goodbye.